Hey, ninth grade. Okay, today's lesson, completing the square, page 341. Okay, objectives, solve quadratic equations by completing the square and write quadratic equations in vertex forms. Many quadratic equations contain expressions that cannot be easily factored. For equations containing these types of expressions, you can use the square roots to find roots. So if we look at the square root property, this is another way of solving quadratic equations, right? Remember, on the previous lessons, we learned how to solve quadratic equations by graphing and by factoring. Not all quadratic equations are easy to be factored, so we can use the square root property. The square root property states, if x squared equals a, and a is a non-negative real number, then x equals positive negative square root of a. Okay? Now, if we look at example 1, example 1 states, example 1, solve each equation. Solve each equation, and we have part A, 3x squared minus 4 equals 68. So here we have 3x squared minus 4 equals 68. And we're going to try and use the square root property. Okay? So what are we going to do? Try to leave x by itself. Notice, in this example, we only have one x. Yes, x squared, right? So we're going to pass negative 4 to the other side. We get 3x squared equals 68 plus 4. 3x squared equals 72. Okay? Now we divide by 3 on both sides. X squared equals 72 divided by 3 is 24. So we have x squared equals 24. So how do we solve for x? Square root on both sides. We simplify. And we get that x equals positive negative square root of 24. Can we solve square root of 24? Can we simplify square root of 24? Let's see. 24 is divisible by 2 is 12, divisible by 2 is 6, by 2 is 3, by 3 is 1. So only that goes out. So we get that x equals positive negative 2 square root of 2 times 3, 6. That will be the solution for 3x squared minus 4 equals 68. Okay? Now, part B. Part B says, okay, x squared minus 10x plus 25 equals 27, excuse me. X squared plus 10x minus 10x plus 25 equals 27. Now, notice, this can be written in the form x squared 5 squared minus 2 times x times 5 equals 27. So from the previous lesson, this is a perfect square trinomial. So this is equal to x minus 5 squared equals 27. Okay? Now, let's use the square root property. Square root on both sides. We simplify and we get that x minus 5 equals positive negative square root of 27. Okay? Now, we leave x by itself. So we get that x equals 5 plus minus square root of 27. Now, in part A, we have that x equals positive negative 2 square root of 6. That means that the solutions are x equals 2 square root of 6 and x equals negative 2 square root of 6. Same for part B. The solutions for part B means x equals 5 plus square root of 27 and x equals 5 minus square root of 27. Okay? You can leave your answer like this. If you want to write them like that, it's okay. Okay? Now, this is how to solve using the square root property.